that white patch on your baby's tongue might not be milk. And the worst part is that you have been cleaning it and it is not going away. That can be thrush. If you have a newborn, you should stick around in today's video. My name is Nurse Favor and I'm a registered nurse by profession. If this is your first time of seeing my page, don't forget to like this video, comment on it, share it to your family and friends, and you can save for later because you will definitely need this video. Let's dive into that in today's video. Oral thrush is common in babies and it is a yeast infection. It is also known as candida. That is that infection you call candida. That is what is growing on your baby's tongue. If he or she has that white patches that you confuse as leftover milk, but the difference is that it cannot be wiped away and it causes fuzziness while your baby feeds. So in today's video, I'll be teaching you all you need to know about that. How do you know that your baby have this thrush? The first sign is that your baby will have white patch on the tongue that cannot be wiped away. You confuse it of a white leftover milk, but when you try to wipe it away with your towel, it won't wipe away. That is a sign of thrush. The next one is redness or soreness around the mouth. If you notice any sign of redness in your baby's mouth, that can also be a sign of thrush. Then on the mother's nipple, if you notice a redness or a sign of a cracked nipple, that can be a sign that the thrush has already spread. Then another thing is that the baby might refuse to suckle on the breast. The baby will eat less, and this can make the babies to start losing weight. The next thing is that you will notice when your baby have this thrush is that they tend to be very fuzzy when they feed. They have painful movement showing that they are not comfortable as they feed. So what causes thrush in babies? Number one is weak or developing immune system, because the baby's immune system is developing and they tend to have this thrush. The next thing that can cause this thrush is that if the mother had a yeast infection during birth, it can be passed from the mother to the baby, or the mother had a yeast infection on their nipple. That is why you need to clean your nipple before you feed your baby. And if they notice the sign of this thrush, you can use cotrimazole cream to rub on the nipple in order to treat this yeast infection. Another thing that can cause this yeast infection is poorly cleaned and sterilized baby equipment. That is their feeding bottle, pacifiers, and the rest. If you fail to clean them properly and sterilize them, it can make this yeast infection to start growing on. So how serious is this thrush that happens to newborn? Thrush is very mild and treatable, so relax. It can be treated. So there are some certain things you need to do in order to treat them. The first thing is to see your doctor to prescribe antifungal medication for you and your baby. You also treat yourself while you are treating the baby, because this infection can be transferred back and forth. If assuming that you are treating the baby and you are not treating yourself, it can be passed through breast milk to the baby, and the baby can suck it and have it again. So it can happen continuously. So you need to treat both the mother and the child. So the next thing you should know about this oral thrush is that you should sterilize your bottles properly. Once you sterilize your bottles properly and clean your baby's feeding equipment properly, this yeast infection can be suppressed. And also remember, I said you should consult your doctor to prescribe medications that can help both you and your baby. Always clean the nipple before each feed. Change your braziers often, because these things can harbor yeast infections without you knowing, and it can be passed through breast milk. The final thing you should do is to maintain good oral hygiene for your baby. Ensure you clean your baby's mouth at least once daily. You should clean your baby's mouth with a soft damp towel. So this can help to maintain a oral hygiene for your baby. As such, maybe if your baby is on formula, it can also contribute to this thrush, because some formulas, to an extent, they have some sugars they put in them that can increase these chances of your baby having thrush if you don't clean the mouth properly. So if this video have added value to you, don't forget to like this video, comment on it, share to your family and friends, and you can save for later. See you in my next video. Bye.